I'm
what we're talking
sorry,
about in
I'm
the
answering your
context.
question. If individuals break the law, then the police are required to use reasonable and legitimate force in order to arrest those individuals and detain them. Once somebody is incapacitated and on the ground, there is no requirement in law, there is no justification in law to use lethal force on that individual. So that's the first point. It's not a question of comparing like two claimed. These were individuals who were trained. They are armed. They had the man on the ground. I don't know the context beforehand. It's entirely irrelevant. If that man dies, he has a cyst on the brain, then I have to say this. If that individual used that violence and wasn't wearing a uniform and didn't have the powers and the weapons and the guns, he would be sitting in prison right now, probably charged with attempted murder.
They've suspended the officer.
He was suspended.
They've opened an investigation. They've referred themselves to the IOPC. What could they do further then that would satisfy the community, that would satisfy you?
It's not a question of satisfying me, all right? It's not about me. It's a question of, as Leroy has said, there is a culture of impunity in this country. This is, after all, Greater Manchester Police that only a week ago, Vera Bade, King Counsel, said that there was individuals who were vulnerable women who were victims of trafficking, sexual trafficking, victims of domestic violence, who were unlawfully strip searched. We have a culture of impunity that allowed individuals like...
Firstly, what happened, meaning that idiot Muslim who broke the nose of a female officer, which caused all this to happen, that's irrelevant. Because, you know, Muhammad beat the shit out of women because that is my culture, we're allowed to do this. No, go fuck off back to your own country. If you don't follow our laws, if they don't follow our ways, I don't give a damn if this son of a bitch has 10 cysts on the brain. The only criticism I have of the police is they didn't draw for their weapons and put that dirty rabid dog down. They should have put 9mm hot lead into that son of a bitch. But you think I'm gonna cry and lose sleep because a subhuman savage was beaten up and he's got a cyst on the brain? The same way I don't cry when people are turning against Islam because of the fact there's packy room grooming games and all the rest of this gibberish. You don't like our laws, our culture, our way of life, our Christian faith. You know what you can do? You can bugger off back to the deserts of Arabia or the land of Stan because we don't need you, we don't want you, and we're not going to respect Islam and that paedophile Muhammad. So go bugger off back to your scumbag countries where you can't help but destroy people. You sick, disgusting people. I will not cry a river, I will not cry a tear or lose any sleep. Goodbye, scumbags.